Hey, welcome to Drew Bentley Guitar. Today we're taking a look at the classic Guns N' Roses riff, Sweet Child of Mine. This is one of the all-time great guitar riffs. Let's take a look. All right, so for this awesome tune, I'm playing my Gibson style guitar. It's a PRS SE58, the most Les Paul sounding guitar I have. It's actually like a Les Paul. So Slash, the guitar player, used his middle position, which is the neck and the bridge together. I believe that's what I'm hearing, and when I look at the videos, they're kind of grainy and it's hard to see that toggle switch, but he definitely switches it to the middle. So it gives you kind of a combination of the fatness of a Gibson guitar, which is nice, but it also has a bit of spank to it too. That bridge pickup gives it a bit of bite. So it has kind of the best of both worlds happening. What we're doing is playing out of a D chord. This is a D chord here. Take that and you go up here to the 14th fret. It's a baby D chord up here. It's part of this caged system D form up here. What we want to do is play one finger for each fret for this riff. It's called a pedal tone. It keeps going back to the same note over and over again. Here we go. We have D12 with the first finger, B15, fourth finger, G14, G12. So the first four notes are like this. Go up to high E15, and down to G14. Roll up to high E14, and then down to G14. So all together we have. I think it's important to use one finger for each fret for this. It's kind of the best way to make it make sense and make it easier for you. We want to accent the high E string. There's a bit of a bum, bum, bum happening, which keeps it in time and gives it more of an aggressive feel. Now the next thing that happens is we're going to start the same phrase, but this time on D14. It's the same exact riff, but the first note changes. It's a really convenient, cool thing about this tune is the riff is the same, but then that first note changes. So we're starting on D14 this time. Everything else is the same. B15, G14, G12, high E15, G14, high E14, G14. With two of those. Then it starts the same riff again, but this time on G12. Same exact riff, different starting point. That looks like this. And then it goes back to D12 again for the last phrase. So it does that 3 times at the intro. It keeps repeating that until the last one where there's a turnaround. We'll get into that in a minute. So when you practice this very, very slowly at first. It's 123 beats a minute in the real world, which is pretty quick. So we don't have to do it that fast at first. We can start slow and work our way up to it. No rush here, and I would definitely just downpick this. It's easier to do that. You can work on the alternate picking version later, but for now, we're going to downpick it. So again, here's the phrase. The first one was like this. Switch to the third finger. Switch to the first finger. Back to the first finger on D. So I did mention there's a turnaround at the end. The third riff is different. It goes like this. High E12 to G12. B15 to G12. High E12 back to G12 again. High E14 to G12. High E15, G12. High E14, G12. High E12, G12, and stops on B15. So that turnaround on the third pattern goes like this. So that's how the phrase ends, and then he starts singing. That's when Slash comes in and sings the song. Okay, so let's see if we can put this all together and play it for you. Just, again, practice very slowly at first, and then work up to speed, and you'll be able to play this riff in no time and rock out for your friends. Let's take a look at this up to speed. All right, thank you so much for checking out the lesson, Sweet Child of Mine from Guns N' Roses. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and I'll catch you at the next lesson.